undeniably catchy pop tunes from songwriting legend Max Martin are woven into And Juliet, a modern take on Shakespeare's tragic love story.
Nothing compares to this.
Brandon Antonio is from Toronto and never expected he'd be in a Mervish production for a hometown audience, dancing to music he grew up with.
This is all I've ever known in terms of music, in terms of where I grew up, like setting and everything, and it's come full circle.
Also full circle for And Juliet's creator and Torontonian David West Reed, the Emmy-winning writer and executive producer from Schitt's Creek.
It's been really nice bringing the show to my home and to get to kind of feel the warmth of a Canadian audience that hasn't seen a lot of theater recently.
And his musical that spins the tale of what Juliet's future would be if she hadn't ended her own life first debuted in London, England, and after this Toronto run, hopefully Broadway.
It is sometimes hard for Canadians to find that international stage.
In the last few decades, shows like The Drowsy Chaperone and more recently Come From Away found their way to New York City, but it's tough, especially for smaller productions.
We've got theater second to nobody, and yet trying to get the federal government or even the provincial government to recognize that is like talking to people who've never been inside a theater before.
Shalene Huda has been auditioning in New York City for years.
It's extremely frustrating. It's extremely disheartening, especially when you're starting out.
But there are plenty of productions that found success elsewhere, like Dixon Road, that tells the story of a Somali family in Canada, or Anne of Green Gables, the country's longest-running musical.
I wish Canadians had a little, we're so self-effacing and self-deprecating. It would be nice if there's a little more pride for the talent that we have here.
And there's lots of it, even if it doesn't make it to Broadway. Lisa Chang, CBC News, Toronto.